Hey, so today I'm going to talk to you guys about stress, actions, and then the relief we receive from those actions. It's something that I dive into quite a lot with my elite one-to-one clients, and I've been rolling it out as well within our nutrition and mindset hub. And it's something that really helps people capitalize on their habits and really start to understand the patterns and behaviours that are holding them back in their lives and that are leading them to self-sabotage, that are leading them to not getting the result they want, and that are holding them back from those overall life transformation results that they want. When we talk about stress, we talk about stress in such a negative way. Quite often stresses aren't even that apparently negative. Stress can be absolutely anything. It can be any little trigger that goes on in your life that leads to a subsequent action. Now, stresses can be anything from when you get up in the morning and you walk to the bathroom, the first thing you do is you go to the toilet, you brush your teeth, you wash your hands, and then you jump in the shower. For you, that stress was waking up, right? It's not a negative stress, but it's just a stress by terms of that stimulation that happens on your body. The actions that then follow that are the habits you've ingrained, and then the relief from that is you're in the shower, you're feeling great, and you're ready to start your day. So you see, quite often we think stress action relief boils down to such a negative emotional energy and such a negative being on our life, when it's actually not. We're in this state all the time. Everything you do in life generally comes from some form of stimulus that takes you into some form of action that then creates some form of outcome. So quite often when I'm working with clients, we want to start to identify, yes, the negative stresses, the stresses that are causing them to have what they call negative triggers. For some of them, negative triggers are self-sabotage. For some of them, negative triggers are they eat too much, they maybe overspend, they maybe start to push people away. Whatever that negative action is in their life, it's causing them pain internally, externally. It's causing them to have negative thoughts, it's causing them to have limiting beliefs, and it's really causing them to stop enjoying their life. But the thing is, at the time, whatever that action is, it gives them this instantaneous relief. And it's that instantaneous relief that so many of us are trapped in, and so many of us want to have there and then. So it might look like you've had a really awful day at work, and it's Friday and all you want to do is go and have a bottle of wine and a pizza. So you message your partner on the way home and say, hey, I'm swinging by Domino's and I'm grabbing a bottle of red. Are you happy with this order? And then the next thing, you get in the house, you feel great, you've had pizza, you've had wine, and it's all good, life is happy. But then an hour later, you start to feel guilty. You start to feel shame because you're actually trying to diet for your wedding and you're wanting to look incredible in your dress, and you know that the amount of calories you've maybe just consumed was your weekend calories. That wasn't just your Friday PM calories, that was actually your calories for Saturday and Sunday. Like, that's massive. So then all of a sudden you start this shame, this negative guilt. Well, I've messed it up now. Well, I'm not going to get the result. I've already ruined it. I'm never going to be here. I'm never going to be good enough. I'm never going to have what I want. Oh my goodness, this is awful. You're feeling worse, you're feeling worse, you're feeling worse. That stress is mounting up to such an extent that you go to the kitchen and you just reach a bar of chocolate, or you reach for the fridge and you see what's inside, or you open up a bag of chips. Whatever it may be, you're constantly in this state where you are then repeating that cycle. Now, that's a pretty extreme situation, but you're probably able to associate or resonate with something that I've said there, and you're probably able to say, oh yeah, when I do this, or when this happens in my life, I always have this action, and whenever I do this action, yeah, it does make me feel good. But then I do start to feel shame, I do start to feel guilt, I do start to question my decisions. And it's this stress action relief that we really need to start to break apart, and we need to look at what actions can we actually take that are going to give us a positive relief, that we're not going to go into a self-sabotage mindset, and that we're not going to start to have negative thoughts, and we're not going to start to put ourselves down from. It's really getting on top of these actions and allowing these actions to form healthier, happier habits. Now, that habit might be whenever you get a appraisal at work, you have wine and pizza. That's then going to be a positive thing, and that's going to be a positive celebration. But it's when you're associating that to a negative day and a negative energy that it then produces in the long term a negative outcome. Hopefully this is all making sense. This is something that we dive into quite deep in our course, and this is something that I think when a lot of you really start to get your head around, you can really start to shift your habits and shift your actions and really start to pick apart the things that you're doing that are not taking you forward in the direction of your long-term goals and that are not taking you forward in order to level up your life. Have a think about it. There's probably one thing that you can change tomorrow, and if you were to focus on changing that tomorrow and repeat changing it tomorrow for the next 21 days, in 3 weeks' time you'll have formed a new habit. Doesn't that sound something that you want to do?